Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap.
Wow. Welcome to What's on Tap podcast, your weekly podcast with beer news, reviews, and just overall feelings, emotions, and interesting topics that we come up with on the fly.
Well, I wanted to give you a chance to do the intro for a change, so that's why I did that on purpose.
Sure. I am your host, Martin.
And I am your host, Stefan.
Oh, you got your name right. That's good. And it's warm outside, but we don't care. We are having dark, heavy beers.
We are. So we're going to start off with Elmeleven. And we've had Elmeleven in the past, and they're mostly known for their super juicy fruit and smoothie. Not just, you can't just like fruit and smoothies. They're like pastry sours. I mean, sometimes they're just like gloopy coming out of the can. They're so thick.
Sometimes really is like the can is vomiting into your glass.
But they've recently expanded into other styles. So now they're doing IPAs and stouts and other things than just fruity beers. So we thought we would try, one of their new additions to see how they're doing in this new world. So are they going for the omnipolo level of stout, or where are they falling in the stout game for Sweden?
Who can?
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Moons. It's a chocolate peanut butter capsules imperial stout. So already they're throwing in a lot of stuff. It's got some peanuts in there. So if you have a nut allergy, probably want to avoid this one. No idea why it's called Moons, but let's see how it smells. Yeah, peanutty.
Peanut.
Yeah. A little chocolatey.
Sure. No,
Sure, whatever.
I'll be honest. I don't get chocolate from the nose, but I definitely got
A lot of
peanut butter powder.
Mm-hmm. That's really peanut butter cuppy. I gotta admit. One of the better peanut butter beers I've had in a while. I always like the idea of peanut butter beers.
Yep.
But I find that the peanut butter powder that's used quite often is really off-putting.
If it goes into artificial territory, it's an immediate pass. This one doesn't. It feels like genuine peanut butter.
Yeah, I mean, it's say peanuts. It gets a little marshmallowy for me as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't say vanilla, but I'd be very surprised there wasn't some.
Did you say 11.5% ABV?
You did just now.
Yeah, because I do listen intently to you, but that number disappeared. What I'm actually getting is a heat in the aftertaste, a boozy heat that I'm surprised I'm getting such my.
That's interesting. I don't feel boozy heat at all on this. I do feel, see, the more I drink this, the more I like it.
Yeah.
The first sip, I was like, I don't know. But second sip, the peanut butter's coming through more. The marshmallowiness is kind of coming through. The chocolate's kind of there, but I think if this ages out, it's going to be more chocolate and less peanut butter. There's probably a sweet spot somewhere in here. It says it's, what was it? I think there was even a best before on here. Yeah, best before 2028. So maybe in like 6 to 8 months, you're going to hit this like balance between the two. The kind of regret I have is this isn't barrel aged. I think this would be next level if it was like a bourbon barrel aged.
Probably. I think that would fit well.
Because I think it would take off it's a bit on the sweet side. So I think it would round down the sweetness and boost kind of some of the other flavors within it.
Yeah. But yeah, you asked why it's called Moons. I mean, all Elmeleven beers have some kind of name. They're subspace or whatever. It's never related to the flavors, the name. But I am interested. It's always interesting to read labels really well. Imported to the UK by Distant Lands Limited. That's not where we are.
It's a weird addition.
So that tells me that they're selling this to Systembolaget and they have one importer that is buying it into the UK. Or maybe in the EU, you don't have to
label the importer. You don't have to label the importer, because I have seen quite a few web shops that are selling Elmeleven beers.
Sure, but maybe not Moons.
Maybe not Moons.
Who knows?
I haven't been on web shops in a while, I gotta admit. Which is kind of weird, because I was used to be on them like all the time. And now it's like, I don't even look.
Yeah, that is true. Systembolaget has had a lot of releases of stuff that previously was only available in web shops.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the international beer exporter-importer hype is dying down.
Yeah.
I think rare beer has fewer avenues of sale, so they're reaching out to Systembolaget more than before.
We're getting so much feedback these days. It's insane.
Yes.
So yeah, and other half, and like, I think we're getting a lot of stuff from the US that we would have never gotten in the past.
Exactly. When speaking about Elmeleven stouts, I think we should mention that you and I, with some friends at a tasting not that long ago, had Elmeleven and Three Sons collab called Fractal, which was a blended barrel-aged bake shop cornucopia imperial stout. And I gave that a 4.3. So that was a very good stout. And you gave it a 4.25.
Yeah.
So we gave it the same.
Yeah, so they're doing pretty good. I mean,
so what we're really saying is that the bourbon barrel aging suits well to the flavor profile that Elmeleven is pushing out, whether it's collabs or not. And I think this one should have been barrel aged, but then the price point would probably be higher.
And I'd be okay with that, because then we're getting a bitter beer. Having said that, I still think this is quite good.
Yeah.
I will give it a. Here's a problem.
I know my rating.
I imagine what the barrel aged version potentially could be.
Yeah.
That means, do I have to lower this rating? Because
only you can. That's up to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to give this a 4.25.
Yeah, and I'm on a strong 4. With Fractals, it's a 4.1. I don't want to give it a 4.2. The peanut butter is there. That peanut butter flavor dies off quite quickly.
And that's okay, because I don't think I want a long peanut butter flavor. What I like is this peanut marshmallow up front, which is coming from some sort of vanilla adjunct that they've added that they're not promoting here. It's probably where whatever the capsules have in them has probably some sort of milk sugars in there. And that's why I think that when I first try it, I get this peanut butter marshmallow vanilla kind of melange, and it's just like so good. But then I think, what if this is barrel aged?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, whoa, that could be amazing.
Agreed. So that's the new fresh beer.
Yeah.
The other one.
Well, so not to go back, this kind of reminds me of when Yellow Belly first came out. Before it got kind of all weird, artificially flavored. And then what was the barrel aged version of that called?
It had like a comb.
It had a cracked mirror on the front.
Cracked mirror, like yeah.
It's purple, and there was a cracked mirror.
Lorelei?
Nope, that was not what it was called. If you tell me the name, I'd be like, yes. But just off the top of my head, though, because that was the first beer I ever gave like a 5.2, because it just immediately I tried it. And I was like, this is the perfect thing for me.
So Yellow Belly Sunday. It had a crack.
Oh yeah, Yellow Belly Sunday. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, and I've tried that many times. As a matter of fact, for many years, whenever it would come out, no matter what the price point was, I would always buy a bottle of it, because I knew that it wasn't going to be around forever, and it is not.
No.
But I can imagine that being kind of an equivalent to this.
Probably.
Yeah.
And not unlikely.
All right.
So moving on to the next beer. This beer has a fun journey, a fun story. This is a beer from Canadian brewer Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery that like 10 years ago were everywhere.
We got quite a lot of it back in the day.
And this one is from 2016. It is Flying Monkeys Acadian Groove Canadian Maple Porter. And the story of this individual bottle is that years ago, Stefan brought this to my apartment, maybe to drink in a bottle share. Maybe he just gave it to me. No one remembers, but it was never drunk on that night. And it has been put in a cupboard.
Sitting in the cupboard.
Been put in a cupboard until today when we're opening it and drinking it. 10 years old. It's a, what is it, 10%?
It is a 10%, 10 years.
Yeah.
Canadian maple porter. It is, I guess, maybe they do a regular release of this.
Maybe.
Because there's almost 7,000 check-ins for this beer, so I can't imagine that it is from this initial release. Can I see the bottle cap over there?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I think some of them had some text on the inside of the bottle cap. That's why I was just here. Okay. So on the nose on this, it is actually surprisingly mapley. It is a strong maple syrup, makes you want pancakes, makes you want waffles.
Yep.
Nose.
It poured with carbonation. It's quite see-through, actually.
Well, I mean, it is a porter, so I kind of expected that. But cheers. So I would say a lot of promise here. And that promise died quickly.
It's sour.
Wow. Woof. That went weirdly sour, right? Almost like a soy sauce mixed with apple juice.
Yeah. Yes.
If it was soy sauce mixed with apple cider vinegar, I think we have figured this beer out.
Ooh.
So this beer is obviously off and gone bad. That is the most bizarre tasting beer I've ever had in my life. For it to smell so much maple on the nose. I mean, and then the flavor is just pure vinegar.
Oh, that's not nice.
Whoa.
I cannot give this a rating.
I wish, this is what I wish I had a video podcast to look at our faces on this and just kind of like pure amazement and bewilderment. Yeah, I honestly, I can't give this a.
This is one of the worst things we've tried with the record button on.
You know, the only thing I can think of that's actually worse than this were those horrible truck stop beers that Marcus brought us from Norway.
That episode,
That will always be a low point for me because those are the absolute garbage. This is just a beer that has just gone completely off, and it is just absolutely undrinkable. So it's like there's so many flavors. It's like tart and metallic, but yet kind of mapley at the same time. It's like I just hate all of these experiences. Somehow the maple makes it more insane in the flavors because it's like, damn it, why is it so tastily sweet, but also sour and tannic and metallic?
Yeah. But this brings us to a subject that I assume is controversial. At what point do you not give it a low rating? This one is 10 years old. It's never supposed to be this old. It's gone bad. We've mistreated it. It's been schlepped to one apartment to the next, back and forth, whatever.
And who knows what it happened on its way here.
Exactly. I mean, it's been through hell.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give it a rating because I feel bad for the brewer to abuse this beer and then give it a low rating. But we've had beers that have been cellared, and then they've lost quality, and we've given a 3.5. Was that right or wrong?
Well, what I would say is, in this particular case, I think you're over exaggerating the travel of the beer.
Yeah.
For humorous. But what I would say is, I mean, you can tell beers that are past their prime and beers that just have completely fallen apart. This beer is just completely fallen apart. It is just not anything that anyone should drink. And we've had a couple of cellar beers that you brought where it's just like, yeah, this just isn't it's just not anything anymore. And what is there is just a horrible nightmare of what its former glory used to be. So this would remind me of, so it would be great if we had like a new bottle of Arcadian Groot next to it, and then it would be like the what was that movie where
Give me a clue.
Margot Qualley and Demi Moore, and Demi Moore take The Substance. So it's like The Substance. It's like the young beer is fresh and delicious and whatever, and then the old beer is just like this horribly deformed thing that's trying to claw its way back into the fresh beer.
Yeah, but this one you can't give it a rating.
Yeah, no, it's truly just, yeah, I would feel bad to rate this because it's does it have a best before?
I couldn't find one. We only say it's 2016 because it's written in magic marker on the side of the carton.
I was very good about writing the years and of the beer when I purchased it. So I'm 100% accurate on that, the 2016 release.
Let's read it. Tantalizing aromas of maple and sweet roasted malts are more than Canadian kitsch in our maple beer. They are a remembrance of the rural rhythms our lives in Ontario. Layered with the plump, creamy flavor and aroma of split vanilla pods with undercurrents of light coffee and chocolate. The warmth of this 10% ABV beer embraces the promise of spring. Period. And then you age it and it becomes a monstrosity from beyond the stars.
I mean, this says limited edition, and there's been no changes to the label. I can't imagine that this is the same beer that was released 10 years ago that people are still ready, because they're giving it like people online. Oh, nope, that's the same beer. People online are giving it like a 4. This is 9 years old.
They're drunk.
Oh my God.
This is undrinkable.
Well, maybe it's just our bottle as well.
Maybe.
There was a person from 2026 or from January of this year that purchased Systembolaget, gives it a 3.
He purchased it at Systembolaget originally, not recently.
Yeah, another 3 from Systembolaget. So, yeah, I'm guessing this was a once released 10 years ago, and I don't know how you stored this beer. I blame you mostly because you've obviously done a horrible job with your cellar. I don't know what you're doing. Is there like one spot where the sun comes through and you're like, we'll just put it here, it's in the cellar, but the sun hits it constantly, so
it's in a carton. It should be immune to UV.
Or it's just heating it up. I don't know. It's just baking it in the thing. But this is, one person gave it a 1, so there we go.
But I don't remember when you brought it over to my apartment. I don't remember.
Within 2 years of probably getting it. And then it stood inside my apartment in a climate-controlled environment. So
2018, our friendship was budding.
And therefore I brought you a gift of love.
Oof. A gift of death. Now I know how you've felt about me all of these years. The way this beer tastes. Oof.
Wow, that's really, really tough.
That's tough. If I were to rate it, it's close to a 0.1. I tried to taste it again, and I'm having trouble swallowing it.
Well, we'll wrap it up there. You can find us online at What's on Tap Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and YouTube. Wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. Please like and subscribe and tell your friends. And they can also hear such witty banter as Martin swallowing. So until next time,
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.